Today's First Alert afternoon weather update is brought to you by Lockhart Roofing.
Excuse me. Good Friday afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Stone Schaefer here live for our 2 p.m. First Alert weather live stream. I want to thank everyone for joining me here today as we have, well, our first round of showers and thunderstorms moving through. And as I'm saying that, the National Weather Service has just issued a special weather statement for this line of showers and thunderstorms. That will be for Midland, Bay, Saginaw, Genesee, Shiawassee, and Gratiot counties. Let me just see what they issued this for. So again, that includes Flint, Owasso, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland. That's going to be for wind up to 30 miles per hour and pea-sized hail as this line moves through. Obviously, quite a bit of lightning with this, especially down into our southern counties. And we're also seeing some heavy rainfall. So localized flooding definitely a possibility as we get through the remainder of our afternoon, as we just have multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms that have this chance of becoming severe. Luckily, this first round, it's had some good rainfall with it, has good lightning, but hasn't really become severe. But again, a special weather statement has now been issued for Midland, Bay, Saginaw, Shiawassee, and Genesee counties in Gratiot County. That one actually was from earlier, about 30 minutes ago. So this will go through the next probably hour to 2 hours as this system moves through, and as it keeps strength. If the National Weather Service sees anything that they want to issue it a little bit higher, they will, but for now they have kept this line of showers and thunderstorms as a special weather statement. Let's take a look outside right now. This is our Mount Pleasant camera that is showing just rainy conditions. They've been foggy as we've gotten through the morning. We did have dense fog advisories earlier in the day. Those have been lifted, but you still have some reduced visibilities as rain falls. That should start to lift a little bit, but definitely going to be that hazy look as we just continue to see multiple rounds of rain here into our afternoon. We look down to downtown Saginaw. It is relatively dry right now. That rain hasn't quite gotten to us yet. In downtown Flint, it's more of the same. Just cloudy skies, dry conditions. That will change, though, here over the next couple of hours as we do get that rain chance arriving. I am going to look at pinpoint Doppler again just to show you what we're seeing. That is not the right thing. There's the right thing. Because, again, some people may be joining us late. The National Weather Service did just issue special weather statements for Midland, Bay, Saginaw, Shiawassee, Genesee, and Gratiot counties. That is going to be for wind up to 30 to 40 miles per hour and pea-sized hail. So it's falling short of severe characteristics, but it is there that you're going to hear it, you're going to notice it as this line moves through. And this isn't our only line for today, because we have multiple sort of rounds of showers and thunderstorms that could become severe. So let's look at our hour by hour. This line is going to continue to move to the east, reaching the thumb by about, I'd say, 4 p.m. Then we get that second round of rain moving its way in as the warm front continues to push through the region. That's going to reach 127 is right around 4 to 5 p.m., reaching the Tri-Cities by about 6 p.m. And I think areas like Shiawassee and Genesee County will be around 7 to 8 p.m. So a little bit different timing as you move south. It's a little bit farther, or a little bit quicker, I should say, on the northern half of this system right now. But we are going to have that threat of severe weather throughout much of this system. The SPC has continued to hold on to that marginal risk of severe weather. Again, this is for this afternoon all the way through Saturday morning, because when we go back to our hour by hour and we move to Saturday, we can see we're dry through tonight. I think that rain chance for today, that starts to move out right around 9 to 10 p.m., maybe just some lingering showers in southern Genesee and Lapeer counties. It's dry through the night, but right around 4 to 5 a.m., I think we start to see that cold front show itself, and that's where we'll see a linear setup move across the state, reaching the Tri-Cities by about 6 to 7 a.m., and then Genesee County by about 7 to 8 a.m. A good trend that we've been seeing is it wants to weaken as it moves east. So if you're in the eastern part of the state, you may end up getting lucky and avoid any of that severe weather chance, but it is there as this next two sort of rounds of showers and thunderstorms move. In terms of our threats that we have for the next two rounds, so really starting right now all the way through about 10 p.m. and then from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., large hail up to an inch, inch and a half. Again, we're seeing pea-sized hail right now. You have strong winds up to 60 miles per hour is going to be our sort of higher threats. Our lower threats are going to be that tornado chance. It is there, but it is low. But we'll just continue to highlight if we can break the cap, because there is a cap in the atmosphere. There's going to be a layer of warmer air. If it can break through that and continue to lift, we will see a chance of a quick spin up as we get through our afternoon into our Saturday morning. And then heavy rainfall, I think, is going to be a threat in some areas as well. Definitely could see some localized flooding as we get through the rest of today into Saturday morning. And I'm going to look over to our Facebook chat. Sherry says, good afternoon from Gladwin. Very foggy and rainy. Yeah, that has been the theme of the day across much of mid-Michigan, including you there in Gladwin. Deb says, thunder rolls in Elma. Yep, that is right where that system is moving through. You're sort of, or was moving through. You are right now just getting sort of the heart of that first round of rain. I think if you're south of Elma into Ithaca, you're going to see some of those showers and thunderstorms. I think Chesaning and Owasso down to Langsburg and Perry, you're starting to get into that sort of realm where you're going to start to hear a few rumbles of thunder, some showers, some thunders. Then I think Midland, you're also in that area that you're starting to see some showers right now. So just going to continue to move to the east as we get through the remainder of our afternoon, and then that second wave will start to move in. So let me see if I can actually zoom out a little bit and not have the computer fight me. So this is that second wave that we're starting to see. I'm just going to point it out. That is just moving through Wisconsin. This is that second wave that's going to move its way in, sort of this development into northern Illinois as well as we get here through about 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. With that chance. Do you think Montrose will get smacked? I think you're in that area. I think we have enough chances where anywhere in mid-Michigan is going to get some rain, going to get some showers. In terms of smacked, I think that's a little bit, what are we saying smacked means? You're going to see rain. You're going to hear some rumbles of thunder. You may get windy. It is really hard to put a precise location on where we're going to see the best chances of our severe weather for today and into tonight. But I'd be prepared. Again, it is that possibility of, again, seeing hail, strong winds up to 60 to 70 miles per hour, and then you have tornadoes. It's a low chance, but it is there, and heavy rain, localized flooding. Let me see, actually, how fast this system is moving. The National Weather Service should usually tell us in their update, and I usually should be able to find it, how fast this first line is moving, if that's what you're asking in our chat. Detroit... Do they not have the special weather statement posted? That's lovely. There it is. Let's see how fast they say this is moving. So this line is moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So it is a quick moving storm. It slowed down a little bit as it got back onto land off of Lake Michigan, but maybe starting to pick back up speed here as we get into our early afternoon / mid-afternoon. So it's going to get there in time. Let me see if I can get this for you. I don't think it's going to let me choose how fast we're moving. Oh, actually, it will. Let's go 50. Let's redraw this actually for you. There we go. So let me just draw this line for you. I'll pull it out here. We'll do over the next, we'll say hour. So Midland, it's going to be moving into you right now, this sort of line of showers and thunderstorms. Auburn about 220, Saginaw also right around 220. I think Flint, you're going to be right around 231 that you could see some showers and thunderstorms. Standish right around 238, Davison around 242. then you just see the rest of those cities on the list. Again, nothing severe with this first line of showers and thunderstorms, but we do have a special weather statement issued for this line, again, for wind up to 30 to 40 miles per hour, and then hail at pea size. So it's going to be noticeable as this moves through. Really our first big round of showers and thunderstorms into this spring that we've really gotten to see across the region. And again, we have multiple waves that are rolling in. So again, that second round of showers and thunderstorms will be right on the backside, moving in 5 to 6 p.m., moving out through areas like Shiawassee and Genesee County through 6 to 7 p.m., but it should be out of here by about 10 p.m. Most of that rain/thunderstorm chance should be gone up until about, we'll say, 3 to 4 a.m. That's where we'll see the next round of consistent showers and thunderstorms reaching that 127 corridor by about 5 a.m., the Tri-Cities by about 6 to 7 a.m., and then areas like Genesee County by 8 a.m. Like I mentioned, though, things are going to change. You may see some shifts. Another good sign, this secondary, this third wave that we see tomorrow morning is trying to weaken just a little bit as it moves east. Now let's move back to what we're seeing across the state right now. Temperatures are mostly in the mid to upper 30s to the upper 40s. Just a little bit warmer down there towards Saginaw, Owasso, and Flint. We are seeing some warm air start to get pulled in behind this line of showers and thunderstorms and ahead of the line of showers and thunderstorms. So this is what's going to help temperatures continue to warm up through the remainder of today. It's one of those odd ones where our high temperatures are late into the afternoon / the evening. Our lows for tomorrow will be in the 50s just because we really don't drop from the 50s as we get through tonight into tomorrow morning. So one of those weird setup days. Our wind is mostly out of the south-southeast at 5 to 15 miles per hour, but that wind will pick up. We're going to see wind gusts tomorrow after that cold front moves through at 35 to 40 miles per hour. So here's your weekend planner. Saturday, that rain chance, that / thunderstorm chance will look to stick around through about midday. We're back into the 60s by midday as well, drying off into the afternoon, but cloudy skies. And then Sunday, a dry day with mostly sunny skies. You're going to be looking at temperatures back into the 50s, so definitely a nicer day there. Still breezy, a southwest wind at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Good afternoon to everyone that is joining here as we just have our 2 p.m. First Alert Weather live stream. Sort of just lines up perfectly that this line of showers and thunderstorms is moving through right as the stream is starting. If you're just joining us, again, a special weather statement has been issued for Midland, Bay, Saginaw, Shiawassee, and Genesee counties and Gratiot County. Again, that will be until this storm moves out. It's for wind up to 30 to 40 miles per hour with hail up to pea size. So not the biggest hail, but it is there. You'll notice it falling as you get out and about. It is moving at 50 miles per hour, so a quick moving system. And then we'll have that second round of showers and thunderstorms just later into the afternoon, 5 to 6 p.m. is when we'll start to see that next round. But I do have to take a quick break. Once I come back from this break, we're going to continue to watch this line of showers and thunderstorms move its way through mid-Michigan. We'll have some ideas about what we're going to see later in the day. We'll be talking about windy conditions for our Saturday and just another outlook for your weekend. So you're going to want to stay right here. Well, welcome back, everyone. Meteorologist Stone Schaefer here, live for the second half of our First Alert Weather live stream. I want to thank everyone for joining me here as we just take a look at the weather, as we get more of an active pattern here. Started as early as the 1 o'clock hour, but continues through the rest of our afternoon into tonight and through tomorrow morning. I want to start off looking at the temperature setups for the next couple of days. This is your lows for tonight. It's the upper 30s and lower 40s to the north, into the mid to upper 50s as you move to the southwest. So like I mentioned before, it's one of those weird days where we're actually warming up as we get into the afternoon. We'll stay warm through the night, and then we'll actually be warm for our Saturday. Your highs for Saturday here are going to be in the upper 50s for a few cities along the shorelines of the bay. East Tawas is one of those. And then as you move down to the southwest, you start to get those mid 60s. And then a few upper 60s, areas like Flint, Owasso, Lapeer, Caro. I think Saginaw, Midland could be a little bit warmer as well. So a warm afternoon. Luckily, we dry off, so you get to enjoy these warmer temperatures. Then we get to Sunday, still on the warmer side. It's a little bit cooler, but still lower 50s to the upper 50s, those warmer temperatures setting up in the southern half of the state and the southern half of mid-Michigan. But not by much, only a few degrees cooler as you move to the north. Another nice day there to get to enjoy that warm temperature, and then Sunday you get to enjoy some sunshine. Now I did want to quickly highlight the wind gusts because it is going to pick up. The rest of the day it's going to be a wind from the south-southeast at 10 to 30 miles per hour. So a breezy one out there, especially if you live in Owasso, Flint, Grand Blanc, I think Perry and Morris, Durand, those will be areas you could see some stronger wind gusts, especially as that sort of second round moves in. We'll stay relatively calm tonight, but as we get to tomorrow morning, a cold front moves in, and on the backside of that cold front, our winds are going to pick up. This is at 1 p.m. on your Saturday afternoon. Wind from the south-southwest at 25 to 40 miles per hour. So a windy Saturday is in play. That's what's going to keep us a little bit warmer, as well as that southwest wind will help pull in some of that warmer air. Then as we get through Saturday night into Sunday, winds are staying calm, but they're going to pick back up. Once we get into Sunday afternoon, wind out of the south-southwest at 35 to 45 miles per hour look to be the case. So definitely a breezy one. We'll see how that Sunday wind sets up. There has been some signals that may try to weaken a little bit quicker. And that will give us a calmer day, but definitely a windy weekend if you do have outdoor plans after our showers and thunderstorms move out. And speaking of our showers and thunderstorms, Pinpoint Doppler continuing to show this line of showers and thunderstorms moving through mid-Michigan, has now just passed that 127 corridor. If you're in Chesaning, Owasso, you're going to start to hear a few showers and rumbles of thunder. I think Midland, you're seeing some rain now. Clare and Gladwin, all the way north to Holton Lake, seeing some of these showers. And then Saginaw, Bay City, and Flint, I'd give it another 10 to 20 minutes. You're going to start to see some showers and even hear a few rumbles of thunder. Luckily, we have avoided severe weather chances for this first round. That was anticipated. This first round wasn't the biggest build of a thunderstorm that we will see possibly later, but has been enough to give you those rumbles of thunder and a special weather statement. Like I've mentioned a few times, special weather statement for Midland, Bay, Saginaw, Shiawassee, and Genesee counties and Gratiot County. Again, this will go until that system moves through. Cameron says Flushing. Flushing, you're going to see some showers and thunderstorms here with this first wave, again, probably in the next 10 to 20 minutes. That next round is going to move in, though, right around 5 to 6 p.m., and I think that's going to be most of Michigan, including Flushing, that sees that chance of showers and thunderstorms. In terms of severe weather, it's going to be difficult to tell, where exactly we're going to see the strongest storms. But I think everyone, just be prepared for today. Be prepared for this afternoon. Have a plan if severe weather does come to impact your town. Again, our threats for today continue to be hail, I think up to an inch, inch and a half, wind up to 60 to 70 miles per hour. There's a very low tornado chance, but it is there. And then localized flooding is also a possibility. And like I said, hour by hour shows this first line of rain, again, is reaching 75 right now. Then we'll have that second line of showers and thunderstorms move in as early as 4 p.m., but really start to build itself around 5 to 6 p.m. That will be for Bay City, Saginaw, Midland. And then this southern half of this sort of second round of rain, that will reach Shiawassee and Genesee counties, including Flint, by 6 to 7 p.m. Will be dry through the night with just a few isolated showers and thunderstorms, and then our third round will start to arrive. That will be around 4 a.m. Saturday, with that reaching that 127 corridor by 4 a.m., Midland, Freeland, Bay City, and Saginaw by 5 to 6 a.m., and I think Owasso and Flint, you're going to be a little bit later, so 7 to 8 a.m. And again, good signs, good signals continue to show this third wave that we have late tonight is going to be a little bit weaker as it moves east. So still watching out, though, for all those threats of severe weather. I did want to quickly look at what our rain predictor is showing. So there's been a pretty good jump as this system has moved in. I think an inch and a half is not going to be out of a question when it comes to this rain. I think it got some help with this first wave of rain being a little bit more put together than models had yesterday. So if you did watch this morning, you watched yesterday, you probably noticed the rain totals have jumped up a little bit. That's mostly because this first round of rain wasn't being picked up as well yesterday. It had a better idea now as we got into this afternoon. So an inch and a half across mid-Michigan is not out of the possibility. A few areas could be a little bit higher. Definitely could see a few areas looking just a little bit lower. And back to that severe weather threat, the National Weather Service has continued to hold on to the marginal risk of severe weather across all of the TV5 viewing area. So that is really started at right now all the way through tomorrow morning through about 7 to 8 a.m. So we just have a long period of chances of that severe weather. And again, if you're joining late, your threats continue to include large hail, strong winds at 60 to 70 miles per hour, and then there is a tornado chance. It is a small chance, but it is there. The atmosphere is holding the ingredients that if we can get it just right, we could see a quick, brief spin up later into the day, into Saturday morning, and then heavy rainfall. Again, we're already seeing that. Some localized flooding definitely could be a possibility. Jason and Lori ask, how is Ogama County looking for today and tonight? Well, you're definitely going to see some rain. You're definitely going to see some showers and thunderstorms. That severe weather chance has not changed very much. I think if you're going to see severe weather in northern counties like Ogama County, I think your window is going to be right around 5 to 6 p.m. Beyond that, you actually do get a little bit drier, a little bit quicker. So by 7 p.m., you should be on the drier side. But I think Ogama County, Roscommon County, even as you get down towards Gladwin and Clare, your window for severe weather this afternoon, I think it's going to be from 4 to 6 p.m. After that, you'll be dry, and then you'll have a secondary window that will look to move in, I think, as early as 5 to 6 a.m. So I know it's going to be tonight, and this is going to be just a precaution for everyone. Have ways tonight while you're sleeping to get warnings just in case we do start to see that severe weather really kick up tonight. Obviously, that is when it is the most dangerous, is when people are asleep, they're not aware. You're going to want to find ways to stay weather aware tonight as we get this third line of showers and thunderstorms moving through, if it can become severe. Again, there has been some signals it wants to weaken as it gets into mid-Michigan. We'll just have to keep monitoring this and see how it sets up as we get through our Saturday morning. But with that, I don't see any questions in our chat. I am going to take a look at our 7-day forecast just real quickly here. You have, again, 60s for tomorrow. Showers and thunderstorms till about midday, and then our afternoon you should be dry. You're going to be looking at 50s for Sunday with mostly sunny skies. Those mostly sunny skies will continue into Monday and then be back into the 40s and the 30s by the midweek. Yes, you are seeing that right. There has been some signals we could see, just based on the timing of precipitation, some more snow chances. We'll see how that sets up here over the next couple of days, but a drop in temperature does look to be on the way for Wednesday and Thursday. But with that, I don't see any more questions in our chat. As always, you're going to want to tune in to TV5 News at 4, 5, 5:30, and 6, where myself and TV5 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Chris Easlick will be here just keeping an eye on the storms as they develop out to our west and continue to move through the region. We'll also have more updates from forecasting models and the Storm Prediction Center. We'll have those updates throughout our afternoon. You're also going to want to download our First Alert Weather app. You can head over to the App Store or the Google Play Store. There you can catch up, get more updates from the TV5 First Alert Weather team. You can also head over to our website at WNEM.com. You can go to our Weather tab. There you can also get more from the TV5 First Alert Weather team. But I want to thank everyone for joining us. Have a good rest of your afternoon. If severe weather does start to pop up, we will be right here on Facebook, on YouTube, on Roku, on all of the platforms we stream to. So you're going to want to catch up. If you get that severe thunderstorm warning, you're looking for more information, you know where to find us on our app, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our website, on all the locations. We'll be the first to get you that information here with the TV5 First Alert Weather team.
Thank you for joining us. Today's stream has been brought to you by Lockhart Roofing.